Welcome back to the channel. Now we are going to see regarding the concept of constraint types and relationships in ER diagram. So before going to this concept, let us see some basic terminology we are going to use in this concept. First one is entity integrity constraints, means whatever the ER diagrams you are drawing, definitely we are going to define entities and attributes. So while defining entities and attributes, it is mandatory to define a primary key in the attributes. Whatever the attributes you are taking, we have to select one attribute as a primary key. So whatever the attribute you have taken as a primary key, that attribute should maintain some properties like it should be unique manner, it should be a not null constraint. Next, referential integrity constraint. This constraint defines that whatever the attribute you are taking in one table, the in the second table also you have to take another some attributes which connecting the both tables, like primary key and foreign key. Means one table is going to refer another table by the help of a property of the primary key and foreign key manner. Next, domain constraint. This concept is going to allow a set of values in a specific column or multiple columns based upon the requirement. Next, check constraint. Check constraint is going to help whether to check our data types we have given in a correct manner or not, like age number of 2. If I given like this, it is going to check we are giving a age of numerical value or not, means we are giving in a proper data type or not. Next, business rule constraints, means business rule defines that whatever the rules we are giving for drawing the ER diagrams, whether the rules are behaving as per the organization or business requirement or not. So these constraints are whatever the business rules are there, those will be a unique manner for the particularly for defining the relations in a database structure. Means by help of business rule we have to get a database structure in a proper manner for helping their development of the business. Coming to the concept of VR diagrams, coming to the cardinality or coming to the concept of relationships, there are four relationships like one to one, one to many, many to one, and many to many. Let us see one by one. One to one is defined as one entity is going to relate with another entity, means it is one to one, like one man is person is going to marry one person, that is a one to one relationship. And one to many, one entity is going to relate with the many entities, like student teacher, means many multiple number of students will be in the class, but only one teacher will be going to teach in the class at a time. Like many to many relationship, many to many means many students, many departments in the university. Let us see these constant with an examples. So relationship here, whatever the thing is represented with the diamond symbol is a relationship. Here student, in this example here student is an entity and course is an entity. Here enrolls for is a relationship, means whatever the relationship symbol we are using, it is going to join two different entities. In a relationship we have to mention what relationship that does these two entities is going to carry. Next, relationship example, here I have taken a student and as well as course. For this, enrolls is in a relationship. Here there are a multiple number of students. In the multiple number of students is going to register for either two courses, either DBMS or Java. Next, here these are the one-to-one relationships. Here faculty is going to work for department. Next, student is going to enroll for course. Next, this is a one more relationship example. Here I am having a student entity and course entity, and it enrolls is a relationship. There are a multiple number of students is going to enroll either in DBMS or Java or both. Next, here also the same thing, one-to-one relationship. The person here, there are the faculty, and another side there are the department. The faculty is going to work in either one department in the multiple departments. Here this is also the same thing. Here the student may register for one course or student may register for both the courses. So here next one is relationship degree. The degree of a relationship depends on how many number of entities are there in our relation. And the degree of relation is categorized into three types. First one is unary, second one binary, third one ternary. Let us see regarding this with an example. Unary relationship, here the one subject is prerequisite for subject. So this is a unary relationship example. Next, binary. Now let us see some more examples of roommate. Here, student and roommate. Here, those two have same relationship. A person lives with one another person. Teacher works with teacher. Colleagues, teachers. These are the unary relationships. And this one is a unary recursive relationship. So in some cases, the same entity may be having more than one relationship also based upon the different roles. Here there are a faculty, and the next one is supervisors. One faculty may be one faculty may be supervised for the one student, or one faculty may be supervised for more than one student also. Next, recursive relationship. In some cases, some entities take participate in more than one relationship in different roles. Here, the faculty. Here, there are multiple number of faculty. The multiple number of faculty act as a supervisor for one student or more than one student also. So this is a binary relationship. Here, there are a multiple number of professor list and a multiple number of department. The professor may be work for one department. Next, trinary relationship. In trinary means three relationships. Here you can see micro systems and unique systems in a supplier entity, and hard disk and keyboard in part entity, and laptop manufacturing, desktop manufacturing, project entity. Here micro sun systems is going to develop laptop manufacturing. He is producing laptop manufacturing and is also producing hard disks. And unique systems private limited is going to provide a desktop manufacturing and also keyboard manufacturing. Like that, it is going to provide two entities. Next, relationships is going to classify into various types like one to one, one to many, many to many. And coming to the participations, total participation, partial participation. Let us see regarding all these things in upcoming slides. Coming to the one to one, one entity is related to another entity in another one. So let us see example here. Faculty, head of the department, and means one faculty is going to be head of the department. And here there are a multiple number of faculty, but faculty, even though there are multiple number of faculty, the faculty works in only one department. And one to many department. Here there will be one department and multiple number of students will be in one department. And many to many. Here there are many number of students, and many number of students are going to register for many number of subjects. Here the next important one is we have to learn regarding the concept of total participation and as well as partial participation. Total participation is represented with the double lines, and partial participation is represented by single line. Here total participation means in this particular ER diagram, whatever the thing represented with the double lines is a total participation, and whatever the thing represented with a single line is a partial participation. If I represent like student is a teacher teaches student. If I write in a place of total participation teacher, means teacher is participating totally in his role, but student is playing partial role because he may listen to the class or may not listen to the class. So let us see an example here. Faculty, head of the department. It means here faculty is going to play a partial role in his task. He may play a role or he may not play a role, but the department is playing a total participation by completing the task. So let us see an ER diagram how to draw with the help of entities and attributes and using a different keys and partial participation, total participation, all these things. Here car is an entity. His car is having a model. Here car is a total participation, but because every car is having a model is a partial participation. So car is having a model. For every model there will be a model number, model name, and the car releases manufacturer releases the various models, like Maruti releases Maruti various models like that. Manufacturer also there is will be a manufacturer name, code, address, and all these things. And car is also, for the car we are going to give a repair, and the repair is going to perform by mechanic, and repair, after repair we are going to go for a payment system. Here you can see for a repair we are going to go for payment system. Here payment system is a total participation. Why? Because it is mandatory to do the payment, and car is going to for the repair session. Why? And repair is a total participation. Why? Because it is mandatory to give for a repair. So like that, based upon our requirement, we can keep total participation, partial participation concept. And coming to the conclusion of this concept, whatever the thing we can say is in a ER diagram, constraints relationships both are used for defining the roles, whatever are there in entities in a database. The main constraint in a ER model is to entity integrity, reference integrity, domain constraint, and check constraint, and as well as following the business rules also. ER diagrams is to ensure that each row or each instance in a table that represents uniquely identified between the entities are valid one or not. And domain constraint is going to allow for a column whether to check whether we are giving a proper conditions or not in a table or in a particular row. Business rules are going to define the rules which are going to give a proper behavior which is required for the organization. So this is what the concept of ER diagrams.